Captain's log 02/02/26. Um, this is kind of getting a little late for me to film right now because today was a busy day. Um, so this will have to be kind of a short video. I wasn't really sure what to talk about, to be honest, but I think sometimes it seems when it rains it pours. When one thing goes wrong, you get a whole lot of other things seem to go wrong as well. So I guess I'll speak to that. There's, I think there's two things that are going on when that happens. I think that in one sense you're kind of noticing more of the bad stuff. You're noticing that because maybe one or two major things have gone wrong, that now you're noticing little things that you normally would just kind of brush off, and it just seems like a trend. And then on top of that, there's also when you're in a rut and when there's a lot of things going on, you tend to put other things on the back burner, and you maybe don't give the attention that some things need. For instance, maintenance, on a vehicle, on whatever. For me, tonight it was my truck. So I had a whole whack of stuff going on, other things going on in life right now, and put my maintenance on my vehicle on the back burner. Kept telling myself, oh, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Well, now it's acting up and I have to get to it. So uh, you'll figure out one way or another, right? If that you're neglecting things. So, but that can go for other things as well. It could be at work. It can be in your relationships. Anything, your body. So I'm curious to know what everybody else does. Like if you find yourself in a rut, um, and notice that you've been neglecting things, how do you reset? Like what's your standard procedure to reset? It could be really hard, like when everything seems to happen at once, to have the time to take care of everything, but also the motivation. And it could be a money thing, like you don't have all the money that you need. um, for me it's important that just because one part of life is not doing so well, that you don't let the you know your health uh, slip, or other parts of life. I've noticed that, like, it seems like there's always some sort of trade-off when you get busy, and it's hard to justify taking time to take care of these other things. But it's like, I'm learning my lesson today. It's super important to keep up with it. So that includes everything. That includes your health, your fitness, your relationships, your vehicles. Yeah. And I don't know if you can tell, my nose is stuffed up because I have a cold, and that's because I wasn't keeping up with my fitness, and my eating habits slipped. Um, and then in the cold and out of the cold, in the warm, in the cold, and I got sick. So that's partly a maintenance thing on my body, um, and things going on in my life and my relationship. and then things going on in my work life, et cetera, et cetera. And it could be tough, like, to have to juggle all these things all at once. And I think it's important to have like a way to a standard operating procedure. Hey, when you notice these things happening, like what are your first steps? Maybe you guys can throw in the comments what you guys do when you find yourself in this situation. I think for me, it's important to like the health aspect, because having that helps your mind, and you feel a little better if you have the ability to exercise, and have the ability to maybe put on a sweat, maybe do some light stretching, the stuff that helps your body feel good, and then that helps your mood, helps your mind, and then whatever other things you can take care of, trying to keep up on your bills, and finances, like keeping track of your finances better, especially if you're in one of those ruts. It helps to, I think it would help a lot to be extra diligent and try not to spend, because you have like that money then if emergencies pop up. Because if maybe you're in a bit of a rut, maybe things are kind of going down, at least you have like a bit of a buffer with that, and that doesn't add to because that could be a huge stress. It can add to the stress. um, Obviously keeping up on maintenance and those things, having like a list and some form of organization. I think that's the big one, like having like a really good organization plan mitigates these moments, and mitigates the chaos. And that's kind of what happens. You get in this like chaotic state because everything, it's all happening at once, and you're pulled in 100 directions. And having a way to organize that, and maybe see some of it coming beforehand, would be like a huge help. I do try that, but excuse me, my nose is running. I'm not an expert at that at all. So maybe that's something I gotta work on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Excuse me for my snotty nose. Yeah, that's all I got for tonight. I think I need to hit the hay. Delta out.